There are still many mysteries surrounding Illumi, and many fans try to solve his mysteries. Hello, this is Hunter x Hunter Institute. In this video, we will explain Illumi's Nen abilities, strength, and his possible death. If you think Illumi is dead, like the video. And if you think Illumi is still alive, let us know in the comment section. Please note that this video contains spoilers up to chapter 392. If you don't want any spoilers, feel free to stop the video here. Illumi Zoldyck. Illumi is a member of the Zoldyck family, the eldest of 5 siblings and Killua's older brother. The Zoldyck family is a family of assassins led by Zoldyck. Illumi is a creepy character with long black hair. His facial expressions do not change at all, and he acts like a robot. He rarely shows what he's thinking. We're not the only ones who think he's surprisingly handsome, are we? However, he has an unusual obsession with Killua, and he sometimes reveals his feelings when Killua is involved. He has also shown possessiveness towards Nanika. He has been in the story since the Hunter examination arc and also passed the 287th Hunter examination. During the Hunter exam, he used the alias Gita Racker to hide his identity. Unlike Zeno, he does not hesitate to use or kill people outside of his assassination target. He took the Hunter's exam simply because he needed it for an assassination job. He has an equal give-and-take relationship with Silva and Zeno, and he has a business relationship with those outside of his family, but has always been on a one-man operation. He is friends with Hisoka and Chrollo and sometimes works for them for a fee. He has known Hisoka longer than Chrollo, but the details of how they met remain a mystery. He worked with Hisoka during a mission, and they meet each other quite often. He also sees Killua more like an object than a person, and constantly denies him any friendship, freedom, or feelings. He even tried to manipulate Killua with the needle, which is one of Illumi's abilities. Because of his unusual obsession, he also considers Gon to be dangerous, but he has warned Hisoka not to do anything to Gon. Instead, Illumi was trying to keep Hisoka's hands off Killua, wasn't he? In chapter 326, he released a horrific aura when Hisoka asked him, "Can I kill Killua?" During the chairman election arc, Hisoka gave 85 points for Kanzai, 90 for Ginta, and 77 for Pion, but gave Illumi 95 points. Illumi is a merciless and fast killer, so there are not many flashy battle scenes, but this score shows that Illumi is a very skilled fighter. 2. Personality. With his cold eyes, Illumi is ruthless and merciless. He sacrifices ordinary people without hesitation to achieve his goals, and he gives top priority to Killua's life. He only works for the Zoldyck family, and he even stuck one of his needles in Killua's forehead to force him to run away from enemies that he certainly can't win against. However, although he is ruthless, he has a twisted kind of love for Killua. Inserting the needle in Killua's head was his form of love towards Killua's exceptional talent, and it was to prevent Killua from getting killed as well. This needle was embedded without Killua knowing. We can see that he tries to dominate Killua in every possible way. On the other hand, once he sees Aluka's unique ability, which was introduced in the chairman election arc, he says, "Nanika is something I love to have. I want Nanika. Nanika is mine. Even if I sacrifice Killua and choose Nanika instead, it is worth it." He also develops an unusual obsession with Nanika. He is not only ruthless and obsessive, but he is also intelligent and insightful, and can analyze Nanika's abilities that only Killua knows. He is undoubtedly a very clever character. 3. Nen ability. Illumi is a manipulator who can manipulate others by sticking needles with his own Nen. He can also force his opponent to tell the truth by using his needles. He can also change his appearance, and at the time of the Hunter examinations, he disguised himself as a man with a mohawk with needles stuck all over his face, which was unimaginable from Illumi's original appearance, and was even able to deceive Killua. Incidentally, he said that he can change his appearance without needles, but he can only keep it up for a few hours. Also, by sticking his needles into other people, he boosts their physical abilities and creates needle people who he can control. It is very similar to Shawnark's Black Voice. Black Voice is a cell phone antenna that can be stabbed into a person for manipulation. This ability is also powerful enough to be used against stronger opponents once the antenna is attached. However, there is a drawback. There are only 2 antennas. In other words, it is not possible to control many targets at once. As for Illumi's ability, he has been able to manipulate a large number of people by sticking needles into them. In this respect, it may be a better version of Black Voice's ability to manipulate other people. Even if the ability is revealed to others, they can't really do anything, so we can say that it is both evil and easy to use. 4. Illumi might be dead already. Illumi has been in the story for a long time, and it is no exaggeration to say that he is one of the strongest characters, but Illumi might have been killed by Hisoka. Reason number 1. The cover page of Volume 12 and 36. Volumes 12 and 36 have the Phantom Troupe on the cover page, and on Volume 36, the dead members are replaced with flowers. As you can see, Shawnark, Kortopi, and Pakunoda are each replaced by a flower, right? Out of all the members, only Illumi is holding a flower here. It seems to have some meaning, doesn't it? If a flower equals death, then we can assume that the next character to die is Illumi, who is holding a flower. Furthermore, Togashi Sensei wrote spoilers, I dare say, and a mouth on the back cover of the 36th volume. If you look at Illumi on the cover of volume 36, you will see that he has no mouth. This may imply dead men tell no tales. Reason number 2. First person pronoun. In the Dark Continent arc, when Illumi joined the Phantom Troupe, he introduced himself as Hi, boku wa Illumi. I am Illumi to the members, and says that he joined the group at Hisoka's request. Before the Dark Continent arc, Illumi consistently refers to himself as Ore, which is another form of I. However, when Illumi introduces himself in front of the members, he refers to himself as Boku, which is very unnatural, isn't it? Out of all the characters, Hisoka is the only person who uses Boku. This suggests that Illumi might have been defeated by Hisoka, and Hisoka used texture surprise to take Illumi's appearance. Furthermore, the phrase Hi, boku wa Illumi can also be read as Illumi is defeated, since these two phrases have similar pronunciation in Japanese. Illumi also had unnatural hand gestures when he introduces himself. It's very similar to one of the poses of Togashi Sensei's favorite idol, Sakurazaka 46. According to Kyoko Saito, this pose represents the letter Hi in katakana, which could be a reference to Hisoka's he, right? This is exactly the kind of thing that the playful Togashi sensei loves to put in Hunter x Hunter. Reason number 3. Machi and Chrollo's attitude. Immediately after Illumi's greeting, Chrollo looks as if he is pondering something. It looks as if he is suspecting Illumi. It is hard to notice, but we can never miss these clues. Furthermore, Chrollo gives the order to eliminate Hisoka after this, and while all the other members are leaving the place, Machi stares at Illumi. Since Machi has known Hisoka longer than any other members, did she notice something off with him? In chapter 392, Hisoka appears on the 3rd level of the Black Whale with his bangs down as if he just took a shower. Back in chapter 380, Illumi says that he wants to stay on the 3rd deck and that he prefers a private room with a shower. Including these conversations and scenes, it is quite possible that Illumi is Hisoka. Although the evidence for each of the above is weak, it is possible that Illumi is already dead. 5. Cooperation theory. On the other hand, there is a theory that Hisoka and Illumi are actually working together. Hisoka might be disguised as Illumi while Illumi is still alive. It could be that Hisoka and Illumi are working together behind the scenes. It is hard to believe that Illumi, who is one of the strongest characters, would be easily defeated even with Hisoka as his opponent. Illumi and Hisoka are often depicted as a pair, so it would be more natural for them to work together rather than against each other, right? For example, in the case of Illumi's death, we assume that Hisoka takes Illumi's appearance with texture surprise. But is it possible that Kaluto, one of the Zoldyck family members, doesn't notice this? No matter how skillfully Hisoka mimics Illumi, the family members would feel a subtle sense of discomfort from the fact that he used Boku and from the way he speaks and acts. Also, if Hisoka is pretending to be Illumi, wouldn't it be difficult to mimic his voice as well? Texture surprise is the ability to reproduce textures, and even if you could reproduce Illumi's face, there is no scene where even the vocal cords are changed. Although with his ability, Illumi can mimic both appearance and voice. Illumi and Kaluto, unlike other members of the group, have not been searching for Hisoka desperately so far. This could lead us to believe that Hisoka hired the Zoldyck family, and that the temporary alliance of Illumi and Hisoka is plausible. Illumi uses the expression prenuptial agreement in chapter 377, in which he refers that if Hisoka dies, he will be paid. Hisoka is friends with Illumi, and they even work together in the Aluka episode, but Hisoka really wants to fight Illumi, whose fighting ability is still unfathomable. If we assume that this marriage refers to a fight with Hisoka, Illumi might have agreed with Hisoka to fight him in return for hunting the Phantom Troop. Illumi is a skilled fighter and the eldest son of the legendary Assassin's family, who cannot be easily killed by Hisoka. If we assume that Hisoka is working together with Illumi, where is the real Illumi? Is he hiding inside the Black Whale and working with Hisoka? Or is he still stalking Killua? Do you think it is more likely for Illumi to be dead or forming a temporary alliance with Hisoka? Let us know in the comment section. Illumi has been around since the beginning of the story, but is he still alive? We will keep an eye on him in the upcoming episodes. If you are wondering whether Illumi is alive or dead after watching this video, you are already a member of the Hunter x Hunter Institute. We will continue to deliver more videos to show you the beauty of Hunter x Hunter, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That's all for this time. See you again in the next video.